Have you ever felt that your life is different, as if there is a greater purpose waiting for you? Perhaps without realizing it, you have received a special call from God. Today we're going to talk about 7 clear signs that you've been chosen by Him, and you might be surprised to discover how many of these signs are present in your life. Being chosen by God doesn't mean an easy life, but a purposeful one. Every challenge you face, every experience, is part of a divine preparation, and by recognizing these signs, you'll see how God has been leading your journey. Before we start, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This helps us spread this message of faith and hope. Also share it with someone who needs to hear this word. The feeling that there is something greater in store for you is one of the first signs. It's as if you have an ongoing desire to find a purpose, even if you don't know exactly what it is. This inner calling is God's way of awakening you to something great. Jeremiah 1:5 reminds us, "Before I formed you in the womb, I chose you. Before you were born, I set you apart." God has always had a specific plan for you, and that restlessness in your heart is a sign that you have been set apart for Him. The chosen face greater struggles than most. Sometimes you might ask yourself, why does this only happen to me? The answer is simple. God is shaping you. The battles you face are like a spiritual training ground. As it says in Romans 8:28, we know that God works in all things for the good of those who love Him. Every difficulty is a part of the preparation for something greater that God has in store for you. Being chosen can be lonely. Not everyone can understand your vision or your choices. Jesus was misunderstood too, and that's part of the process. In John 15:19, Jesus said, "You are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world." Being chosen means following a different path, and not everyone around you will follow that journey. Those chosen by God develop a greater perception of spiritual things. You begin to see God's hand in the little things and feel a deep connection with Him. This sensitivity makes you hear God's voice clearly, even in the quietest situations. If you feel this connection, it's another sign that God has chosen you for something special. Another clear sign is that God places specific people in your life at the right time. They can appear as support, consolation, or even as challenges to shape your character. The connections you make along the way are not coincidences, but part of God's plan to prepare you for your greater purpose. Even if you don't see big signs, you may notice that small miracles often happen. They are doors that open, words of encouragement that arrive at the right time, or problems that are solved unexpectedly. God manifests Himself in these details, showing that He is present and taking care of every part of your journey. Finally, unwavering faith is one of the strongest signs. Even when everything seems difficult, you continue to believe that God is in control. This confidence is a special gift that God gives to His chosen ones. As Isaiah 40:31 teaches us, "But those who hope in the Lord renew their strength and soar like eagles." Your faith is what allows you to weather the storms and keep moving forward. If you have identified these signs in your life, it is an indication that God is leading you towards something greater. Embrace this call with confidence and courage, because He does not choose the qualified, but empowers the chosen. Share this message with someone you know needs to hear it. Being chosen by God is a challenging but wonderful journey, and knowing that you're not alone makes all the difference. If this video has touched your heart, like it and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving messages that strengthen your faith. Activate the bell so you don't miss anything new, and share it with someone who needs to know that they are chosen by God. Sometimes the right word can transform a life. God has extraordinary plans for you. Keep going because every step you take is part of His plan for your life. Don't forget, the battles are great, but the victories are greater. You were chosen for a reason, and your story is still being written. Thank you for watching. May God bless your life abundantly, and see you in the next video.